All right. Anyways, so I was dating this one girl. I kept asking her out. She said no, so I went ahead and slept with her mother.
What?
All right.
Jeez.
Welcome back to the greatest podcast of all time, the LV podcast, with your boy Jesus. To my right, my right-handed, drunken, sober for right now, Willie Vargas.
Willie Vargas. And?
Hold up. So this is an interesting episode because Willie Vargas, instead of getting drunk, he actually got a host or a guest host. Guest, whatever. What? Anyways, so to the front of us, to Willie's right, we have a special guest. So introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? My name's Christina, and we'll see how this plays out today.
All right. Well, you know how in class you have to go ahead and present yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? State your occupation.
Occupation?
Yeah. Right? Or you want? Or you just want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't do that before.
No.
You just get into the.
Well, I mean, it's a guess.
I guess. So you want me to start first then?
No. Like the guest has to say.
Oh, you.
Yeah. Like this is our occupation right here.
Okay. You.
Well, for me, I mean, I work at a limo company right now. Soon that's about to change, so we'll see what's in store in the future.
Cool. How about we address the elephant in the room?
What happened?
Which elephant?
What elephant?
Well, besides you, so there.
Making a giggle there. Ooh.
Anyways, there has been I would say some comments made towards some individuals that are in this podcast.
Okay.
So how about we just clear the air?
Comments. I commented on your YouTube.
Which comment?
Oh, you.
Yeah.
What?
We-
Well, she never heard. This is her first time.
No. I know, but I guess how it led up to this.
How did we let it?
That's
Hold on, I need to know about these comments
So-
now.
basically. We've been. What the hell are you doing?
Continue.
Basically, we've been trying to get someone to be a guest, right?
For a very long time, yes.
How long?
Jesus
Since we
Christ.
started.
Yeah, he wanted it that bad here.
Well, hold on. First of all,
He was starving. He was like in the desert looking for water.
Oh, so you're saying he was
like,
thirsty.
All he
Okay.
saw was illusions.
thirsty or hungry?
And I had to lead him to the fountain. He had to pay me. So, yeah.
Anyways, so
Well, if he's in the desert, it's an oasis,
Finally,
not a...
you can drink, my friend. Ching ching. There you go. He's happy.
or two cocks just hit each other. Anyways, yeah. So
Sweet Jesus over here,
we've been trying to get someone, not just particularly her, but we've been trying to get someone. And I mean, I'll put this out there right now. I did mention the story.
No.
Oh, now you know?
Not the other. Yes.
Hold on, which story?
So
to a friend. It starts with an R.
right.
Ask a question.
Oh no! That's a different
But
story.
it's a good
You're
one
getting
now.
way out of hand. All right, so
And you're not even drunk yet.
so we're like 3 minutes in, and we're trying to break this ice and talk about the elephant in the room. So I don't know how this whole debate started. I think you said something about you always asking these weird questions. I don't know where you get them from, but it was apparently from me and Christina. And I obviously know who she is.
You know who she is?
Who she is.
Does she know who you are?
I was just gonna get that one. So I obviously know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the debate was if she knew who I was.
Okay.
Now I said she did. She does know who I am.
You know who he is.
I was
I knew the name, but I didn't know you.
Ooh.
okay. All right. So
But that happened with a good many people that we went to high school with, in all honesty. I mean, just look at our friend Robin. I knew of him, but I didn't know him.
Robin's an asshole.
You said the name. Oh, you're not supposed to say the name. It's okay. We'll edit this.
No, we don't edit anything out. Anyways,
It's raw.
no, I mean, I get that. It's just like, I lost my.
It's okay.
Well, point is that
But-
I knew of people. I was very secluded in high school. I really hung with just one particular person or else a very particular group. I didn't expand my horizons outside of that. So that's why I didn't really know people directly, but I knew of them.
There you go. See, she knew of me, but you got the whole point.
Directly.
Basically, I mean,
But it didn't help that he refused to show me a picture.
I did show her a picture.
No, you didn't.
you have a picture of me.
Or maybe it was
I think
wrong guy. Wrong guy. He looked
Prob-
like you, but I don't know. It was
You
close
never
enough.
showed me any picture. I told him, "What does he look like? What does he look like? What does he look like?"
Nah,
And he
sure.
never
Did
showed
not
me a
say
picture.
that.
I think he insisted that I saw you the one time that he was in the car with you, and
you
it was
son of a
face.
Yeah, I
it was
remember. I
FaceTiming,
went to.
but it was in the
Look,
middle of the
there.
dark, so I couldn't
told
see
you.
jack shit.
I told you.
Jeez, nah.
Anyways, basically to bring people into the to be part of the conversation, everyone here, we all went to the same.
High school.
High school.
We all graduated. I mean, I hope you did.
Yeah,
I think he was a GED. I don't
I was
know.
over there.
Willie Vargas dropped out of high school. TMC pick it up. So yeah, basically that was the whole debate, and there was this particular story where I live close to another friend, mutual friend, and you and Renee,
Oh, crazy names.
because it's our podcast. We had gone to hang out, and I don't know if you got the notification or Renee got the notification about damn, I don't know why you won't let me say his name, but anyways, about this particular individual. We had gone in, and that's where we had seen Christina, and we had seen Robin, right? So we were. I mean, you guys were talking. I was just like I guess the odd one in the group. I'm just like standing there, like waiting to see when we're gonna head out because we were supposed to hang out.
His feelings. And he wants an apology.
Not really.
That's
First of all, hold up.
Mr. Gemini's hurt.
How about
Him and Trump are hurt.
How,
right now.
oh, fuck Trump. How about you let me finish up? So basically, to make a long story short, the night was over. We start heading out. No one talked to me, so I'm like, whatever. I'm not saying goodbye to no one because I mean, I was like, I guess the uninvited guest, except the guy that had told either you or Renee to go hang out.
Mm-hmm.
He said goodbye because I mean, we're still cool, I guess, even though he doesn't come out of his room. Can I say the name?
Might as well because you've been saying all three names. Yeah, just whatever.
All right. So the friend in common from us is how about you say the name?
No, you say the name. Because you're the one that heard. You say the name.
All right. Saul Vasquez.
Oh, you went with last name too?
Jeez, why you gotta throw that?
Hey, I give no fucks.
Jesus.
It's
Christ.
2020.
Still call you Jesus.
Anyway, so basically, yeah. Long story short, he. I mean, we're still on good terms, I guess. We said goodbye. As soon as I start walking out, you had looked at me like, I guess like gave me like kind of like not a mean stare or anything, but just looked at me like you're not gonna say goodbye, and I'm like,
He's expecting something romantic.
how's that?
Nah,
What?
What the hell?
First of all, so basically, yes, basically the point was like he had asked something about us or whatever, and I was like, oh, I know who she is. He mentions a lot of names. I'm like, oh, I know who they are. Like, really? How do you know them? Like, it's a long story, but basically we came up to that story that I don't even know when
Want to
that
lock
was.
eyes with you.
Cause what?
Want to lock eyes.
Lock eyes.
Anyway, so the whole point was that
Fuego.
the whole point was like I said that you didn't know me. He was saying that you didn't, and then I was like, well, how would she know who I am if she had approached me and said you're not gonna say anything? I'm like,
It's confusing.
it was
See, here's the thing. I honestly don't remember that night at all.
how's that
doesn't
possible?
remember,
I'm like the only one that
bro.
knows everything about
Because
this.
you got hurt, Mr. Gemini. You got hurt.
No, I didn't get hurt. I don't care. Like,
No,
To be
no. See,
honest,
even
I
when
don't
Willie,
even remember that far. What year was it?
I don't know the year. I just know it
Jesus
happened.
Christ, you
see,
remember that far?
even Willie told me about it, I had no idea what he was talking about.
It was dark.
Because there's been no times that I can recall where Willie has been at the other house with
You already said it.
I already said the name. Might as well. I mean, he doesn't listen to it.
at the house with
He was looking for
everybody, you know.
Right.
So I've never hung out with Willie at that house, but I've hung out with Willie at my own house. So that's what makes it weird, because I don't remember that, and that would be something that I would remember.
No, and he comes up. I don't know where he gets these kind of questions from, and I'm just like, okay, that's what I know, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I like how you were like, I got hurt or something like that.
Did you?
Ever since like high school, I've been bullied and picked on, laughed at. I don't give a fuck what people think about or say about me. Like, it's whatever. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna say to me? Like, it's gonna hurt me, right? So when that happened, I was just like, I don't really. What am I supposed to say? What am I? Whatever. Yeah. It happened. Most likely in my head, I'm like, we're never gonna cross paths again, and
coincidental. Here we are.
Here we are.
I guess however many years later.
Yeah, I have no idea how many years later, but
it's a fortune cookie.
All right, so after we took a small break because we wanted to eat some small tacos. So yeah, that was basically, I guess, the little tension. I wouldn't even say the tension, but like the elephant in the room. Anything you want to add, Willie?
I can't believe you remember that far. Like, goddamn, dude. Like, I don't know, what year was that? 2000 and...
Lord knows.
Oh my...
2014?
11, 12?
2012.
We were in our early 20s.
There's no way it was 2012, because I wasn't until toward the end of 2012 that I broke up with my first boyfriend.
Jeez.
And that's when I started hanging out more with Saul.
Ah, okay.
So there's no way that was me if it wasn't 2012.
Way back? That's crazy.
Holy
crap.
I don't know. It was...
That's blurry now.
I would say it was probably like 2014. I don't know.
Is it bad that I actually remember things in my life based on who I was dating at the time?
Yeah, it's Christina.
Shut the hell up.
Anyways, so I guess I'll put this out as well. I've also made some comments because Willie always brings it up about these people that I do know who they are.
Okay.
And you're like, how? Like, give me the information. Like, give me the whole tea about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I know who they are. I've hanged out and whatever. I've made some comments about. God.
Is it a confession booth?
Yeah. I made some comments about potentially asking you out.
Right? I thought you were just joking though. I didn't know you.
Well, I was doing that to like mess with you. I was doing that to mess with you, and I constantly said it. And then it came to my attention that I guess you told her or you told Robin.
He definitely told me.
Okay, well,
He
somewhere
told me straight out.
Yeah, somewhere along that line, he mentioned it, and I don't know how it got the attention of Robin. He went ahead.
Oh, I think Robin was hanging out with us at the time.
So he had.
That's a good question.
Because that's usually when Willie and I hang out, is when Robin's involved. We'll go to the movies or whatever. So it came to my attention of what was being talked about, and apparently, according to Robin, I can't date you if I don't know you. Which brought up a debate.
Yeah,
is that what brought up the whole debate about whether or not you
That's
knew
a
me?
good question. I was puzzled by that. I was like, then isn't the whole point of dating to get to know?
Yeah. So basically, I'm like, so what's the whole point? Like, Tinder is basically useless.
Well, okay, no, I think what Robin meant was simply that since I had no recollection of who you were, you specifically, then because he knows that I prefer to actually get to know someone a little bit before I actually go on a date with them. So from that perspective, I can understand him saying that can't date you until I know you. But he just means like the bare basics
the social circle thing.
Yeah,
oh
like
my God, it's like this is not high school.
It's kind of like
we're in the real world. We're not in a. Yeah.
It's kind of like if your friend were to set you up on a blind date, and it just makes me really nervous to do full out blind date type things.
Yeah, but that's life though. You're at a high school. Just take
You
that
realize
risk.
that when you use a dating app or Tinder or anything like that, you're talking to the person at least a little bit before you even go to
I'm
meet
not even
them.
talking about the app.
So-
I'm talking about like
no, but I'm saying
friends or friends.
and I understand that. But what I'm saying is that nothing is truly 1,000% blind anymore. You're knowing
Yeah,
a
it's like
little bit about the
50.
person.
It could be dangerous and it could be not. It's like 50-50.
Exactly. But either way, you still have someone that you're in communication with. You're going to go ahead and send essentially a safety text to your friends or to your sibling or whoever.
Right.
Let them know, hey, here's where I'm going and here's where I'm going to be. This is who I'm going with. And you're just giving basic information so that they can go ahead and know for safety reasons. This is my overall location.
Security. That is way too much security.
I'm a good guy, right?
You are the most beta motherfucker I've ever met. Yes, you are.
Okay.
The good guy. You will pay for her dinner and everything, and
Wow.
yeah,
You know me.
you will worship her as a goddess.
It's funny how you.
You look at her as a dominatrix and shit.
It's funny how you say that I will pay for dinner, but I won't
But
pay
see,
for
he's
your
a
dinner.
safe guy. He's a safe guy.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
know
it's
that guy.
him. He should be able to pay for his own dinner.
Right. We all agree on something, yeah. So yeah, basically it was that, and I got in a debate with him. We recorded an episode dedicated to that,
No way.
and
Oh my
It
god!
got,
I'm gonna need to hear this episode later.
got,
You realize this?
it got
A little heated.
no. Everything went well. It was like the best one we ever done, right?
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
me too.
And so my laptop has been messing up lately. The files were corrupted.
No.
I told you that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I gave you the mic so you can repeat that. Okay.
Yes.
I
Anyways.
swear to God, he's so stupid. Sometimes.
So it got corrupted. I got disappointed. I literally wanted to quit the podcast. I didn't want to do the podcast anymore because of that. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe you can bring it up some other day or whatever. But hey, we can bring it up here. But basically, yeah, it was that. It's like yeah. So Tinder, Bumble, all these dating apps are useless because like you don't get to know people. In this case, Willie,
What's up?
he knows a lot about me. So he could have vouched for me, be like, hey, he's a good guy, he's trustworthy.
Wait, you want to make your profile? Is that
Basically, I mean, well, she just brought it up that's one way or,
Well, I mean,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, everybody's using the dating apps now. It's like the future. Everything is computers. Like you could make your own little profile.
But when I know someone, I can just go ahead and approach them.
You can do that too.
Yeah.
That too, yeah. That's
So,
always
both
another way to do
ways.
it.
Both
And
ways.
actually, honestly, that way has kind of gone out of style for a lot of people, and that's really sad to me. Like, I kind of miss the old days where you had to approach someone and had to have that bravery.
Text more than talk.
And that's honestly really annoying to me, I have to say. I really prefer to talk to someone, especially since that is the faster way of getting information.
I mean, I was trying to talk. Robbing got it. But anyways, that brings up to our topic of the day.
Why did you say the name again? How many names you been saying today?
I think you're dropping one name really hard this
Dude,
time
you're
around.
sinning right now. You have
Anyways,
sinned.
anyways, you want to
But he's Jesus. Isn't he already forgiven?
hey, forgive and forget.
Oh, you forget right now.
Forget and forgive. Anyways,
You just forgot right now.
anyways, so I gave you the mic so you can give the topic for the day.
The topic, relationships. Valentine's. It's near, so yeah.
I think what Willie's trying to say is being close to Valentine's as we are, definitely this topic is going to be about relationships.
Exactly.
Yeah. So even though I mean, I filled out a false application and got denied.
A false application.
I mean, because it never went through. I guess.
For what?
Talking about date.
for a date, huh?
Yeah. It got denied by Captain Robin. Not Captain Morgan.
First off,
but
Captain R does not determine who I date.
from my attention, that was brought up.
He controls her. Okay.
I mean, that's what you were.
I thought he controlled
No. What it
your
is
life of who your choice is.
That's what you had, I guess, made me understand. Because when I was trying,
That's what I thought too in my head.
because I was trying to like ask out, but at the same time, it was to mess around with you.
But who's in charge and who you go out
But
with.
see, and that's the thing for me right there. When he's mentioning it, he's like, "Oh yeah, he really wants to take you out. He really wants to take you out. Okay, that's great." Wow. But like he kept saying it like every time we would talk. So it got to the point that I didn't know if he was being legit or if he was being like just joking around.
I think I did, didn't I?
You couldn't give out my number?
He just kept saying he's a good guy, but
he's a good guy.
He didn't tell me, "Oh yeah, hey, here's his Facebook. Oh, here's his number. Here's nothing." He didn't give me any other indication that you were legit. Wow. He just straight up kept saying that you wanted to take me out, and then later on he changed it from wanting to take me out to, "Oh, he's willing to hook up with you."
I did?
Yes. Oh my God, that wasn't even that long ago. That was within the last year you started saying that.
Anyway, she's here.
So he was kind of sabotaging you. Maybe unconsciously, but it happened.
This most likely the last episode that Willie Vargas will ever appear on. How can you do that to me?
No, she's here, so you should be happy. You should be happy, sir.
That's not his point. His point is, how could you sabotage him? Even unconsciously, how could you sabotage him?
It was just unconsciously, probably.
Yeah, but you didn't follow up with anything legit. You just made it seem like.
I can't believe you.
You made it seem like first he wanted to date me, and then after that, after he, I was saying, oh no, because it didn't seem like it was legit. Then all of a sudden you switch it to, oh well, he wants to hook up with you.
But you were somebody, or you were with someone. At the time.
Yes, I was with someone at the time.
What happened?
Hold. First of all, you're not gonna leave me like Renee did. What? All right. we got. I guess we can ask that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
what happened to your relationship?
This last one I was in.
What he did wrong. What you did wrong.
It was the same fights over and over again about the same topics, and it just got annoying. I got tired of it. I got sick and tired of him trying to control me over the fact that he didn't like me spending more time with my friends and actually having plans with you guys when he couldn't commit to any plans. And every time I asked him about plans, he's like, oh, maybe that day. Oh, I don't know. And I got sick and tired of it. And after we had literally the night before, we had gone out with Saul, Robin, and a couple of our other friends. We had gone out for Korean barbecue. It was great. We were all having a great time. And we got to meet one of my girlfriend's boyfriends that she is with. And it was a great night. And we go home. Everything's fine. He drops me off, stays for a bit. Next day, he's hitting me up and he's pissed because I'm not responding to him. And the thing is, I was dead asleep.
Wow.
And he's pissed. And he's like, you're not answering me. I guess I'm just not important. Da, da, da. And so I tell him, you want me to answer you, to tell you what I'm doing. So you want me to tell you I'm asleep while I'm sleeping. How does that make any sense whatsoever?
That actually brings up this little story where I think I had broken up with someone, and she was hella pissed at me. I was happy. I was laying in bed
with her.
Asleep. No, with her. I can't do that. So I was deep asleep. Nothing could have woken me up. My phone rings, and my stupid ass is like, let me pick up. I pick up the phone, and I'm like, I'm not even talking. I'm just like mumbling. And she starts screaming at me, for a whole 2 minutes. And I'm like what? And she's like, call me back in 30 minutes. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. And I just fall asleep. I wake up, and I had that in my head. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call her up. I was like, you know what? Let me take out my Game Boy and let's just play a game.
Okay, see, that's where you messed up right there.
Right. But anyways, so I played it. I played a couple. Good couple minutes, and then I
couple minutes.
10 minutes. I was late on the call, purposely. So I go ahead and I give her a call back. She's in pickup, and I'm like, you had me call you back. Okay, whatever. You can pick up. None of my business. So I went with my day. I think she called me back up, and I don't even know the conversation, but basically she was upset. I mean, I had broken it off because like she was being stupid. There was a time that I had we were working the same location, and I had went on my day off to go surprise her. Everyone was like, they had like the little break room, so I go from the door, and everyone sees me. They're like, before they say anything, I'm like, put your goddamn phone away.
Continue.
I don't give a damn. Put your phone down.
Continue.
I'm gonna take your phone away.
Yo, every time we're on the podcast, I tell you, turn your phone off.
This is my question card. I'm gonna ask her this question.
Okay, you have it. All right.
Okay, now put it down.
You're looking at
Good boy.
Regardless, all right.
You want a treat? You want a doggy biscuit?
Continue.
Anyway, so I go. So everyone looks at me, and I make the sign like, don't say anything. I'm gonna go surprise her. I go behind her, and she has like a smile on her face. She has her phone, and I see that she's texting someone else.
Oh shit!
And she's texting about. She's like the girlfriend, and the guy she's texting is the boyfriend. So she's saying all these. What's the word?
What was she sexting?
No. She was just being that.
What, romantic? Like,
yeah, she was being romantic via text.
She was being lovey-dovey type.
Right, but not too, I guess, rated R. And then that's when I noticed it, and then she looks up, and everyone's looking at her, but she's looking at everyone that's looking at her, but
they clearly understand that something just went down because you did not finish your surprise with her.
Right. So the thing was, it's complicated. She was looking at them that were looking at her, but technically they were looking at me because of my reaction. And she turns around and she tries to play it off, like saying like, "Oh, you're stupid," blah blah blah, like something fun. Like I don't know the term. It's hard. It's like vague.
She's trying to make it seem harmless.
Right. So I just play it off, and I just go see another coworker of mine and talk to him for a bit, and then she's whatever. Try to ignore it. I went throughout my day. I'm here stupid enough, and I still go ahead and pick her up. And I'm outside, and she's like, she texts me because she knows what she did, and she's like, "Are you gonna pick me up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm outside." And I'm like, now looking at it, I'm like, why the fuck did I even do that?
Where did you meet this girl?
Work.
Yeah. Wow.
Bad place to meet people.
Yeah, that can be a very bad place. That can have some consequences all on its own. That's for sure. Because I mean, especially if it doesn't work out, if you're still working together, that ends up turning into a whole other drama that you can't even fathom.
I don't even know if I want to say this, but
Wow.
I mean, I did technically.
Cheat?
No, I never did that. I'm loyal. For information. So this past what was it? This past week, last week, I had broken it off with someone.
Okay.
Because it may or may not have been. There may have or may not have been money involved.
What?
So I decided to cut it off because basically I was looking at it as in she wanted all of this, like I guess you could say money or luxury or whatever. She wanted stuff.
She wanted to be provided for. Mm-hmm.
Right, and I could provide, but I wasn't getting anything in return.
She wanted you to be a sugar daddy without the extra.
Right, but here's the thing: I can say maybe we've been together for like, let's say a year. It could have been like 2 years, but let's say a year, and
that's a big difference there. 2 years to a year.
Right.
That's a giant difference. So you got to get that straight there.
With her? You been 2 years with? The hell? Your relationship, 2 years.
1 year. Let's say 1 year.
Let's say 1 year. He's changing it now just to benefit.
Let's say 1 year. So we were together for like a year, and out of that year, I maybe have seen her 5 to 7 times.
Oh my god.
So
Wow.
You're kidding me.
I had to decide, and I was like, at first I was okay with it because of the situation we were in, but then after being the new year and obviously new me.
Oh God, no hashtag New Year, New Me.
And then so I took a step back and I was examining it. I'm like, I'm not getting anything back. And then of course Willie decided to bring it up, like, hey, what are you looking to? What are you looking for a girl or something like that? And then you're like, what are you doing Valentine's Day? And they hit me, and I'm like, I technically have her, but I'm gonna be single on Valentine's Day.
You technically have her.
I technically have her. It's complicated. I technically had her, but I'm gonna be single Valentine's Day. So I'm like, so I thought about it. I'm like, let me just recollect everything. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe this isn't good for me. Maybe I should just focus on myself. Be single for who knows how long, and hopefully I run across someone or I ask someone out.
What are you looking for in a girl, anyways? What are you looking for?
Just compassion,
Compassion.
affection.
What are you looking for, Christina, in a man?
Someone willing to spend their time and affection. That's what I want.
Write that down.
Oh,
Oh my God. Write it down. No, because in all honesty, I mean, I'm not big on material items. If a guy gets me a gift, I'd much rather he have put time and effort into doing a homemade gift. I'm that kind of person. I'm the person that loves a picnic at the park or at the beach versus a fancy restaurant dinner.
Wow, I had to take her to
love
like a
language
restaurant.
is spending time.
Yeah, I just want
That's
the
her love
time
language.
and the affection.
You know
That's
what?
it.
That's crazy because that's what I wanted, and she wanted like the nice things. Like,
All right, this sounds like it's quickly turning into a matchmaker episode instead of a relationship episode, guys.
probably. But like the thing about it, oh man, the people that
We're
might
still firing
listen,
Willie, right?
yeah,
For sabotaging you.
yeah.
You're
Fuck
still
you.
fired.
So all right, so we were. Let's put it this way. She was gonna go out to eat. Let's say, what's the disgusting place? Taco Bell. She was gonna go eat Taco Bell, and I come for a visit, and plans. They changed the plans, and we go to like what's a fancy restaurant? Olive Garden.
That's fancy.
I mean, compared to Taco Bell.
That's true compared to Taco Bell. But I mean, no, because I mean, like,
Because Miss Virgo knows. You know,
Miss Virgo, hold up. Just because I'm a Virgo don't mean I know.
knows the fancy.
But anyway, so yeah, that happened. I'm like, I don't want to spend like $200. Like,
Yeah, no.
I want like I'm okay. Honestly, if the girl's okay, the dollar menu is where it's at.
Gonna pay her rent too.
Look,
Like,
I'd much
Jesus,
rather
no.
I'd much rather a guy make me dinner. I have to say the most romantic date I've ever had. No, the two most romantic dates I've ever had was when the guy made dinner, and well, it was our first date. He made dinner and he made sure that his family stayed away from the rest of the house so that we basically had the house to ourselves.
Okay.
And that was really sweet. He lit candles everywhere and it was just amazing. He made dessert, and then the second date that this guy did, it was a belated Valentine's thing. Again, he made dinner and he did a flower petal path from the back door to the table that he set up outside. He made a playlist for us to dance to. It was the whole 9 yards.
This dude was like, "This is a Disney bitch, so I better do all this."
This was some William.
Let's be real. This was right out of high school, so understandably that he's like throwing all the stops out there.
I mean,
But what I'm saying is that it showed that he put the time and the effort into it. And to me, especially when you cook for someone and you're willing to do that, you're putting your time, your energy, and everything you have into making that meal for that person, whether it's for family or for a significant other. You're giving literally a part of yourself because you're giving your time, the love and energy that you put into that meal to the other person. You're literally giving them a part of yourself.
You know what's crazy? I cook,
You cook?
Yeah, I can cook. I can make a mean pasta, ravioli,
You always buy food.
burgers,
I
quesadilla,
never see you cook, bro.
burrito.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Willie has seen me cook, actually.
Oh yeah, you know I cook. I posted on Snapchat.
Yeah.
you cook or you buy?
No, I
No,
cook,
he
bro. You
cooks.
buy.
He cooks.
I've never seen
I'm
your ass
surprised.
cook, and I never see you appreciate art either.
First of all, I cook. Well, I'm not out here telling people, "Hey, I cook." I mean, now I
I
am.
never see you cook, bro. That's crazy.
But yeah, I
That's
cook.
some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
Now we're gonna need
That's
to
some
see some
crazy
proof of this.
shit.
Hold on.
This was crazy, right? So this certain individual, she wasn't feeling too good, and money was tight. So in my head, I was like, you know what?
Did you make her caldo?
Well, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at. So in my head, I'm like, you know what? It would be a good thing for me to go over there for a visit and cook some food. You know, go to the market, take them, of course.
Yeah.
Go to the market, get some stuff. Go ahead, prep it up, cut it up. Cut is prep. And cook it up, and then just, you know, serve a meal. But it's just, it didn't happen. It didn't happen because obviously what I should have said. It was more, I mean, I guess you can say what drove me away was the, I guess, her wanting to be materialistic, wanting the luxury, and I'm just like, not gold digger, because gold digger was just one, like, yeah, give me this, like, it was just like, it was just like, you know, if I'm getting a gift, it has to be Michael Kors, Louis
It has to be
Vuitton,
expensive.
right?
Oh my
That's
god.
that's her love
Louis
language,
Vuitton, that's hella expensive.
That's
Are you
Michael,
kidding me?
I feel Michael Kors a little bit inexpensive.
That's a
but,
little
yeah.
less expensive, but not by
So you gotta get
much.
a
I
Gucci
mean,
bag or
Michael
something.
Kors and Calvin Klein are along the same line there.
Louis
But
Vuitton
Louis
sounds like a
Vuitton,
rich
no,
girl.
that's way
Yeah.
too much. Are you
But,
kidding me? I would never ask a guy to spend that much money on me.
Sounds like a rich girl though that you've been dating. Where'd you find this girl?
eBay. No, but
Oh, come
so-
on. You know that auction couldn't have been cheap. How the hell did you buy her in the first place?
Anyway, but no, it's crazy because I mean, with that being said, I've bought 2 purses for people.
Oh, I thought
and
you were
it
going to
was-
say you bought 2 girls. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
wait.
I bought two purses for. Oh, I guess you can say like
Crown.
oh yeah, I guess they're purses. I bought 2 for two women. And it wasn't
2
even a
different
lot.
women?
Why?
First of all, one being my aunt.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. That's understandable.
That's understandable. I thought she was the
I got my eye.
Well,
All right. Anyways,
You're on a shit list now.
so I mean, like it wasn't even that much. It was like 65, 85, whatever. It was like it was
Yeah, it's a lot lower than it could have been.
right.
Yeah.
No, it was doable, and I'm like, well, the good thing about it is like discounts. But yeah,
was it
that
like her
happened.
birthday? Or what day was that?
Birthday.
Birthday?
Yeah, for both. Like when it comes to birthdays, I tend to give a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this story. I mean, it's off topic, but I had this story that I tell people because I'm proud of it. There was a time in Christmas, like, you know, sometimes Christmas get tough. Like it's people
Yeah.
are on a budget. I managed to have way too much money. I went all out, and I basically just went scooping around, finding out what everyone really wanted for Christmas. I got a gift for my sister, and I got it, and she's like, oh, she's playing around thinking like it's for her. She has a bunny, and she thought it was for her bunny. Like, oh, is this for my bunny? I'm like, no.
That's for you.
And as soon as she takes off the wrap, she sees like the name of it, and she tears up. And I'm like, oh wow, that hit me. Like I'm
So
like,
you're like the Santa Claus of the house.
in a way now she's turned into
Well, I mean,
an
that's-
asshole and whatever.
Oh,
But
damn.
and then like my brother, I don't even think he wanted it. Like he was hard, but like I got him like a PS4, which was also for me. And he got it. He was surprised. I got it. Like basically, I got everyone what they wanted. Like I'm that type of person. I will give. Like if you want something, I'll give you something like that. If you like,
Sounds like you're trying to buy their love though.
Well,
in a way.
no,
you
not
can see
not
it.
necessarily, because what it is too is it's just showing your appreciation of that person in your life and the things that they've done for you up till then.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, I can totally relate on with my first boyfriend, our first Christmas together, I think it was. I bought him a PS3 and extra controller, extra games.
Wow, PS3.
And this is the same one who did the 2 very romantic dates and everything.
Wow.
So he's, it's just showing the appreciation that I had for him and how he treated me and everything. And that was a whole different thing. Now, of course, the relationship with him did not go well with my mother, of course.
Boom,
But
boom, boom.
that's a whole other story.
I wonder why. What went wrong?
Hold up. That's,
come
that's,
on.
that's a little too far. Let me ask the question.
Okay.
No, but it's crazy what like what you said. Like it's you tend to give things to people because you appreciate what they've done. I mean, I've done all of that. Like when it comes to like birthdays, I try to give what people want or what they might like and stuff like that. Like I do it for like, of course, just show appreciation. Like,
Yeah.
show that they really mean a lot. I mean, this past Christmas, she didn't get me anything, which I was still disappointed. But hey, whatever. I hate her. She hates me. Anyways, but I mean, it's just like
This is the soon-to-be gold digger?
no, it's my sister.
Oh.
Jeez, bro, you've been having a battle with your sister. What happened to her?
I mean, we talked about it. She doesn't like me. I don't like her. I mean, here's the thing. I like her, but I don't like the person she's become. And
First of all, isn't your sister married?
I said this before, and I'll say it to you and Renee. No, you can't date her.
No, bro. Like, she can't say ain't shit to you if her marriage is like, yo, dude.
Go
you're
ahead.
the brother,
Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
Why is she being mean to you if her life is like not so great? Like, I don't understand.
You know what's funny about that? That little clip, I'm gonna post it up on Instagram and tag her.
Oh my god. See, Willie's gonna be in the doghouse
No,
with her.
but I just wonder, like, why is she being mean to you? Because you know something I don't know. But I'm
What?
guessing
Okay. What if she's having a better life now?
Really?
What if?
But okay. If she's having a better life, you shouldn't treat your brother that way. It's still your blood.
Repeat that again?
You shouldn't treat your brother that way. It's still your blood.
No. The whole thing.
What do you mean the whole thing?
Like if you're having
a better life.
Yeah, if
you
you're having a better life, why with the attitude? I don't understand.
maybe we should bring her up.
Ooh.
Maybe we should FaceTime her. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Okay, well, first off, that should be a whole other episode.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that's definitely.
this is relationships, and
Right.
we're talking about Valentine's
So-
Day style relationships.
Not that her
Back on
yes,
topic.
put us back on topic. This was like a little awkward little moment that I had on the phone. I had to make an appointment for the dentist, for the routine thing, and she's like the
You
lady
go get drilled.
Yeah, that's painful. But the lady that was attending me, she's like, "Oh, what day do you want to set up for? Friday, Saturday, Monday?" I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do it Monday. Like Saturday's the weekend. I want to hang out. Let me do it Friday because I already have something else planned for Friday too. Like, let's do it Friday morning, like at 10 or whatever. Like when you guys open up. She's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put you down for Friday the 14th. Oh, ready for Valentine's Day? I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna be single, so there's no point. So it was just a little awkward thing. She just laughed it off. I'm like, you bitch. But yeah, that was a little. I guess that was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, any stories you have? Like,
You blew my mind with that.
Well, he doesn't date much.
stuff.
I mean, let's be real.
well, that's why. I just want.
It's just, I'm still bothered by why is your sis?
Okay, you know what? We're getting off the
All
topic
right, how
of
about
the
this?
sister.
How about this? We can make another episode
Because if
on
my
that.
sis was doing that, I would correct her, man. That's just a no-no in my.
Okay,
in my house.
okay, but
And
Willie,
right behind you is your little sister. But anyways,
which according to him, I look exactly like her.
Answer the
So,
phone.
which technically it'd be the other way around since I'm older than her.
Okay.
anyways, so if you don't date, any advice?
Do you have any questions? Any
Oh,
advice?
that's good. Any questions?
Any advice?
Although
Any
you shouldn't be giving
questions?
advice because you know you have
Yeah.
Really
really
bad advice.
Any questions about this or any questions overall?
I
Or
mean,
maybe
you were
questions
looking through your
about
phone
you.
earlier and you said you had
I
questions.
Okay,
You
how
said
about
they were on your phone.
how about this? How about this?
Oh, yeah,
We can
okay,
use this
Christina.
time. We can use this.
Christina, hold up.
We can use this time
Hold
to.
up.
You can ask us questions.
I'm gonna ask you, what is unique and exciting about you?
Oh, I'm ready for this.
You gotta find out.
You're asking me honestly. I wouldn't know. I can't really say.
What?
I mean, it's true. I mean, what I might find unique and exciting about myself is not what other people would find unique and exciting. So that's not really a question to ask me. It's more a question to ask other people, I would say. It's kind of like when you're doing an online profile of any sort, whether it's Facebook or a dating app, then a lot of times you kind of need a little help from your friends to fill it out.
Wow. Oh, that's right. You're like the buddy.
The-
Remember you told me you're internal, not external. You're not you're always like indoor. Are you an outdoor person or indoor person?
You mean I'm an introvert, not an
Yes,
extrovert?
there we go.
Yes, I'm more of an introvert.
She's an introvert.
But that doesn't mean I don't like going out and doing things. Of course I like going out and doing things. But sadly, the partners I've had have never wanted to go do these things.
So what do you do for fun then? What's your fun?
Fun is I hang out with my guys, with my friends. That's it.
Very simple.
I didn't mind. Like I overheard that what was that that you like going
That I want to do things.
You've been wanting
Yeah.
to go out, but your partner's never.
Yeah, I want to do things like take a dance class or whatever, but they never want to do it. They are never willing to go.
Why don't you just do it yourself? Just go by yourself and take it.
Because I've told you this before, I'm not one who likes to go to do things by myself. I really don't. It's
So,
a very self-conscious thing for me.
This is where
You can meet new people in there and they can help you.
Well,
You meet
It's a
new friends.
self-conscious thing.
Here's the thing, Willie, calm down, take it easy, take it.
I know, God, just because you do it doesn't mean everyone has to.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
She doesn't like going alone.
Okay.
I think he's about to offer his services to go.
So she's like going alone, and so I will go with her lady.
I don't know how you didn't get this.
How did you not
Like,
catch on to that
like-
one? I mean, oh my God, you're so loud. Turn it down.
You're so focused on like the question, like you didn't like it just really went over your head.
See, he just totally missed the flow of that
Yeah,
one.
why don't you both go and do fun activities then?
Well,
See, we might have already done that if you hadn't sabotaged him
Right.
and not, given a number, given some sort of contact information.
This is what happens, right? This is what happens. You have my information. You clearly, obviously, know where I live. You know who I hang out with.
Okay.
You know who I hang around with.
Okay.
Why?
It's not too late. It's never too late.
I mean, it's not. It's never too late, but
It depends on your definition of too late. I mean, I'm gonna be moving soon.
Yeah.
Not
well-
tomorrow. Exactly.
No, not
Well,
tomorrow,
well,
but I work tomorrow.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not too late, but this could have already happened, and we would have figured out it wasn't meant to be or whatever. But you ruined it. You pulled a Renee.
Oh, damn.
You disappointed me.
Don't say those words, man.
Why?
Does that hurt?
You
Does
gotta
that
edit-
cut you?
You gotta edit that out. Edit that name out.
You want me to edit Renee Flores?
Bro.
Alejandro?
Dude.
Okay, whoa,
man.
whoa. He's
Jesus
going with full
Christ.
names here.
Here's
We're
the
gonna
thing.
have to start making code
Here-
names, all right?
Here's the thing. I
Granada.
just to let you know, I have no problem with him, Willie. All right.
Okay.
You might have a problem. You're still mad because he left you
No,
outside in the
I'm
cold.
cool.
Oh,
I'm okay. I even told him this. I'm like, I'm okay. He's like, no, you're not. You're not. Like,
We did.
yeah. He's like, he's trying to make me believe like I'm supposed to be her. I'm like, I don't
Was that his plan?
care. I don't care. Like, if he's trying to get me mad, I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck. Like, you know,
I know. Yeah,
like you want to hang out with other guys that were
ooh, row.
sprayed
whatever.
themselves during training. I saw
Like-
the training video.
like if he
You know,
wants to hang
you know
out.
he
With,
wants to hang out with all those guys. That's what the military does to you.
Hey, first of all, I mean,
Hello.
military. No, he's more like a mall cop, but that's
Policia.
Not even a cop.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean, you know.
I consider him to be like a security guard at a donut place.
Did you see his Snapchat? His training looks crazy.
Are you talking about the one where they were tasering each other?
The pepper spray on the guy.
Yeah, and you know what's stupid is the thing is
crazy. Like he must be masochist.
You know what? Okay, no, I'm not gonna go into that right now. That's a whole other podcast. This is focus.
So,
back to topic.
I mean, all right. Since Willie likes to get out of topic,
come on, don't you know that by now?
Yeah, because I mean,
you said Renee, and that led to that.
Here's the thing. We got 10 minutes.
No. See, I said military, and that's what spiraled.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, we got 10 minutes. Let's
Any other questions?
Yeah. Well, not related to this, to the whole relationship. We'll make 2 questions.
You have a question for Christina? Do you?
Yeah,
okay.
That's literally what I...
Oh my God, that's what he was just about to lead up to.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, man. I don't even think I should ask her out now. Let's move on to the second question.
Maybe that's for better off the podcast.
Okay, no. There is one thing, and I just want to clear it up. I just want to hear...
Go for it, yeah.
Christina's answer. So there was an event...
Oh God.
That I had attended.
Okay. I'm scared now.
Late minute.
What?
And apparently Renee attended the event as well. Mm-hmm. I talked to him about it, and he said last minute too. In that event, he didn't go alone. He apparently went with Christina.
What?
You know where I'm.
I don't remember this.
What event?
Comic-Con.
Oh.
Right. So, Willie, like, I was just enjoying. Like,
if your question is, was it just me and Renee? No, it was not.
No, that was not the question.
Okay.
But thank you for clarifying. I was just I was having fun. I went out with some friends, right? I only went because my friend wanted to go, and since we have a small group like of 3 people,
yeah.
We went, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm not even like recording anything for Instagram or Facebook or Snap or anything. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Hands off the phone. I'm just taking a break. I get a text, I think, from Willie, and he tells me like, "Hey, Renee did the same event." Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, okay. You want me to beat his ass or something? Like, what do you want me to do?" He's like, "Do it." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah. I thought he was with you.
And the thing is, like, I didn't give a damn about if he was there or not. If I ran into him, all right, cool. I ran into him.
That's weird.
But he went ahead and told me that, oh, Christina's there too. And I'm like, do you want me to ask her out or what's going on? And I don't remember the conversation because I don't. Yeah, I think it got deleted. Come to mind. He he brought it up again. Who knows? I think like a week after, like, or 2 weeks. Like, you just wait until it happens, and then you bring it up like 2 years later.
Oh my God, he's so stupid.
So he told me that he had apparently told you that I was there, and that
he didn't tell me jack shit.
Yeah, because I did. I didn't. I guess.
Well, first listen.
Or if he did, it was when I didn't have service. So
well, basically from his words, he told me that he had told you that I was there, and then he was like,
No, I told Renee that you were there.
You had
truth comes out. Truth comes out.
You had told me that,
because I thought you guys got lost or something, and you guys gonna meet up. So
no. So basically, you had told me to clarify, right? You had told me that you had told her about it, and then you told me that after you told her, she told you. And I don't know what you told you.
You told me.
He said that she said that. He said that she said.
I hate.
It's all hearsay. Okay, go ahead.
I hate that little thing like that. But basically, you didn't tell me, like, you were talking to her, but you didn't tell me what she told you.
I don't.
All you told me was like, oh, I talked to Christina and she's terrified. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm not gonna go up to her. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to have fun.
I do not remember. I do remember when we went to go see a movie, we're planning. That's when I said.
All right. And then that other yeah.
And this was just before Comic-Con.
I think that was.
God,
Was it?
Okay. Most likely it was. If I was talking about being terrified, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with you. It was because an ex of mine was also going to Comic-Con, and I was going with Renee, Robin, and my ex. Well, my newest ex, at the time, my boyfriend, and so I didn't want him, the ex, to come up to us and like start talking and shit and bring up all kinds of conversations.
There's more to the story.
Because my ex and I had just become friends, and because he needed someone to talk to, and he had just had a baby with his ex, and he was like freaking out, and he was fighting for custody, so he still is, and so I'm like trying to be a support system for him and be a good friend, and so because of that, I don't know if he thought that we could maybe get together or whatever, and I'm like, and he talked about, oh yeah, I'm gonna come find you at Comic-Con. I'm like, oh God, dude, please don't let him come find me.
So,
because that would have been terrible.
This is crazy because from Willie's wording, he had told me that he was talking to you, and it seemed that you were terrified that I was there. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to have fun. I obviously ignored you. Like I didn't even respond to the next
Willie didn't
message.
even tell me that you were there.
Right. And then on top of that,
no, it was on to Robin.
Okay, first of all, you're not getting.
First of all, you said you were telling Renee, and now you're saying you're talking to Robin.
You're not getting the mic after this because you're making things a little difficult right now. So here's the thing, and then after that, we were supposed to go see a movie with Renee. You know what movie?
I do. Oh no.
Anyways,
oh my God, you gotta stop drinking. That mind of yours is going away.
We were supposed to go see a movie with him on Sunday, and I think that day I think you were.
Renee didn't even go on Sunday.
Right.
He only went for Friday, and then he didn't go the next 2 days.
That's what happened. So that's what Willie was telling me.
It was completely idiotic. Why pay for a 3-day pass if you're only gonna go one day?
True.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, but yeah, so Willie told me that we were supposed to go see a movie with Renee.
Yeah.
Willie went out, and I think he met up with Robin and everyone else, and then I think you came along, and then I think
another movie. I think.
Yeah, but basically what happened was I think Willie had mentioned that I was gonna be going there, and then I think you got terrified, and then you ended up leaving, and I'm like, I wasn't scheduled it. Or like, I don't know what the thing is.
Wait,
I was like,
you mean going to the movie?
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm not even there. Like, I'm not like, where are you getting this information from? Like, I'm at home. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to take my day off. God damn it, Willie.
I don't even remember him saying that you were coming to. I think, if anything, if he did say it, then I probably brushed it off as him like messing around. Because again, it's not like he ever made it seem like you were being serious. No. So.
But anyways, I felt like I needed to say that because Willie just made it seem like I'm a bad person or I was trying to do something. I was just trying to take her out. That's it. It didn't happen because someone didn't give out my information, but that's all right.
Didn't give out your information and made it seem like you were being overly insistent.
Wow, so aggressive.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He made it seem like you were being very aggressive and wanting to ask me out.
Wow. All right. Well, this is the last day. Willie will be on this podcast again.
Willie will no longer be on this podcast.
You can start by mopping the floors.
You will be alone with her. So is that your plan?
What?
Your plan?
What?
You and Christina
on the podcast?
Yeah. Hey, might as well. You'll just be in the background doing the lights.
Just make it romantic, you know.
Anyways, we've been going off for almost like an hour, so okay, I guess it's time to.
So it sounds like this has turned from relationships into more of a matchmaker episode.
So we're brings it up for revenge thing and stuff. Hey, remember what you done? I don't remember, dude.
All right, you know what? How about we just let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. So. This was an interesting episode of the podcast. I got no words. I don't know what to make of this. It was definitely better than last time we had an episode Willie was drunk.
I was not.
He was trash talking
When
a
is he
lot.
not drunk? I mean, let's be
was
real.
meditating.
That is definitely not gonna go out.
You know, I gotta say thank you so much for letting me come on this. This is actually pretty
She
fun.
feels
I was
good.
a little.
You made her feel good. That's good.
Shut up, Willie. Shut up.
There you go.
Willie, you need to shut up and stop interrupting.
Smile you put on her face.
Hey, let her say what you gotta say.
Okay.
Point is, having not been on a podcast before, this is actually pretty interesting, and I'm actually really glad that I came on the podcast today.
See, you did good. You didn't get drunk, but you did good.
For once, he did good.
Right. So it was. This is one for the books because we've never had a guest.
Did we? Oh no, way in the past, but not.
No.
First
With this new
Oh
one,
yeah,
no.
yeah, of course, this is the first.
Yeah, the other one's garbage.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian.
Shut up.
Oh my god, I was about to say, Brian's a cool guy. Why do you hate Brian?
Because he didn't want me to talk about my life.
Well, you shouldn't.
All right. So I should just delete this whole podcast because I was talking about my life.
Well, not
Well,
too
you weren't the
much.
only one talking about your life. I
Yeah.
was talking about my life too.
I guess.
So it was more of an exchange about information back and forth, really, and about relationships from the past and things that we both have,
You made her feel good?
See,
the
Brian?
things we both enjoy.
See, Brian?
you and your B.
Anyway, all right. That's
Look. I mean, so far the podcast seems really great. We just got to try and tone it down on the name dropping here.
You gotta do like editing.
here's the
Names.
thing. I'll put this out right now, Willie, because you know this too.
Keep it, like when you say names.
I'll say,
sound.
look here. I'll say the
Like a
names
remix
that
thing.
the people that don't really. I'll say the names because some people don't know who they are, so they
Okay.
can't really like.
Yeah, but you can't
they
throw
see this.
the full name. You got to throw. If you're
know.
gonna do the name, you got to do just one name.
Like I say the full name so people can look it up and do their own research.
You know, one of my friends looked it up. And he likes technology. He was looking for it.
Who?
One of your
One of the people.
Right,
One of the
too.
shout outs.
our videos.
Who was?
One of the shout outs.
Which one of
The
them?
one that likes technology. Don't say.
We'll
likes
say it later. We'll say it later.
Okay,
We'll say it later.
Describe the person.
No, we'll say it
He
later.
likes technology.
We'll say
That's
it.
it.
He's the
Hey,
Iron Man of the
hey,
group.
we'll say it later.
Yeah, okay.
He said
Anyway, let's
Iron
wrap
Man?
this up,
Iron
gentlemen.
Man.
Let's wrap this up, gentlemen.
Okay.
Tall.
I'm not gonna say.
Just a reminder for everyone out there
Let's wrap it
that
up. Let's
you
wrap
know
it up,
Valentine's
guys.
is around the corner. You don't
That-
need to get your girl something like expensive. Just make sure you put a little effort into it.
Don't get him a Michael Kors bag.
And let me just tell you right now, do not go for the Whitmans or the Russell Stovers. They leave a waxy film in your mouth. Go for something good. The Lindt Lindor ones are great, as well as the Seas candies.
And also remember, I can cook. So
That's crazy.
I'll believe that when I see it. How about that?
You didn't post it at all.
Just because he doesn't post it
Oh, I
doesn't
never
mean that
came
he doesn't
over.
know
why
how.
would I post?
Family.
Why? If I go to you know what? I went to vacation this past weekend. I didn't post anything about it. Why do I need? To
Why
post
does
it?
he have to post every single thing
Just
about his
one post.
life?
I did post once. I did one, but it was just me laying on the bed watching TV.
Okay.
I thought he was about to say laying on the beach. I'm like, wait,
And
it's too cold to that.
And the only caption I put was "so lonely," but yeah, that's it.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's it. That's about it. But yeah.
Hashtag
Valentine-
loves lonely boys.
I mean, we are lonely.
Maybe that should be
Yeah,
your new podcast name.
Oh my god, that would have been wow.
Wait, did you guys not think of that one?
No.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I was in a relationship, so I couldn't say I was
okay,
lonely.
but that doesn't
This is rap.
that doesn't
But,
mean you're not lonely. You could be in a relationship and be lonely. Let's be real.
She's experienced it.
To be fair, I was in a relationship and I was still lonely. So,
I've been in a relationship
Oh.
where it's been very one-sided and felt very, very lonely. And actually, I've been in multiple relationships like that. So yeah, it's
well,
not
this time
ideal.
could be different, right?
Yeah. All right. Wrap it up.
Anyways, yeah, so that's it. We've been going on for a while. This episode most likely be posted up. By the time you're hearing it, Valentine's already passed. And I'm still lonely. Woody's still lonely.
I'm pretty chill.
And Renee's still an asshole.
Oh,
come on.
Nah, he's not. He's good. He's
Gotta
good.
edit that out.
No, I love him.
Okay.
He's okay with it. He doesn't know what's going on. Anyways, so that's it for the greatest podcast of all time, the LV podcast. Any last words, Willie?
All right. Stay sexy, America, and good night.
Viva Trump.